Do you know that India has the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, only after US and China? Think of startups like Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy, Paytm, Byju's, Dream11 or PhonePe. If you could go back to 2015, you would realize that in the last 5 years, these startups have impacted our lives to a great extent, isn't it? But have you ever wondered where do these startups get their money from for doing all sorts of discounts and promotion stuff? These startups are not listed on the stock exchange like Reliance or HDFC Bank or TCS. So, general public like you and I cannot invest in or buy shares of these companies. That's where private equity comes in. Some of you might know of this, some of you might not. In today's video, let's see what private equity is and what role does it play in encouraging the startup ecosystem in our country. Come on.
Imagine you start a new venture and want some money to buy certain items for your venture. Where will you get the money from? After you are done using your personal money, you may ask your friends or your family to help you out. Or you may convince someone to give you some money by promising him of good returns. These initial investors are known as 3 F's. That is, family, friends and fools. Interesting, isn't it? Then you can get some money from your nearby bank, but you think the amount of money provided by the bank is not enough. After you are done with these options, you look towards the private equity market for your funding requirements. Since you are new to the startup world, you would need some amount of guidance as well along with the money. In the private equity market, the people who will provide you the guidance are known as the incubators. Next comes the accelerators. They support your startup in expanding by providing help for fundraising and customer growth. Now you are ready for the big step. You are now willing to raise more money from the market. So, to help you come angel investors who invest their money into high potential startups. Your venture has started operations now, but does not have sufficient cash flows. To fulfill your funding needs now comes the next step, which is known as the venture capital. These firms are professionally managed investment funds that invest in early stage startups. And finally comes the private equity. These firms provide capital for late stage startups. We have talked about the various stages of investment in the private equity market. This picture will help in a better understanding. The X and Y axis represent time and revenue of the startup respectively. Initially starting with the incubators and the accelerators, the cycle moved towards the angel investors, and then the venture capital and the private equity firms complete the cycle. Next, we would want to know about the investment structure of the private equity market. There are 3 main parties involved in this market. The first party is known as the limited partner. These are the investors who will provide capital to be invested in the startups. These include pension funds, insurance companies like LIC, investment banks like Goldman Sachs, and the wealthy individuals. The next party is known as the general partner. These are the venture capital and the private equity firms such as Blackstone, Carlyle Group, and KKR. And the third party is the entrepreneur himself. We have seen that there are 3 main parties in the private equity market, starting with the limited partner who will provide the capital, then the general partner who will manage the startup portfolio, and finally the startups complete this market. Now, we may be interested in knowing why would entrepreneurs be interested in approaching the private equity market. Other than the obvious benefits of getting money and guidance from the private equity investors, there are some other important benefits for them. Certification theory states that the companies backed by private equity firms are more fairly priced. Screening and monitoring theory states that the companies backed by private equity firms lead to more solid business models as they are regularly scrutinized. Grandstanding theory states that the companies backed by private equity firms are expected to get better prices in the IPO, that is, the initial public offering. Some of us may be thinking about the whole process of fundraising, so let's talk about it. This process can be divided into 4 main steps. The first step is the assessment of possible investments by the private equity firms. These firms have their own investment thesis for preferred sectors. These news headlines would give you a better idea about this step. The second step is the private equity firm pitch to the limited partners for raising capital. These news headlines would give you a better idea about the second step. The third step is the investments into various startups. The fourth step is the investment exits and the liquidation of the fund. The private equity firms can exit from the startup portfolio in various ways. After the exits, the proceeds are distributed to the fund investors. One of the most interesting aspects is the investment exit options available to the private equity firms. There are 4 such exit options. The most popular is the initial public offering, that is IPO. When IndiaMart IPO came in 2019, private equity firms Intel Capital and Kona Capital exited the company by selling its stake to the public. The second option is that of a secondary sale. In this transaction, one private equity firm sells its stake to another private equity firm. In 2018, TPG Growth, a private equity firm, sold its stake in Lenskart to TR Capital, another private equity firm. The third option is known as strategic sale. In this transaction, one private equity firm sells its stake to another company which operates in a similar industry as the startup. In 2019, Tiger Global, a famous private equity firm, sold its stake in Flipkart to Walmart. And finally, the fourth option is known as buyback of shares. In this transaction, the owner of the startup buys the stake from the existing private equity firm. In 2019, Oyo's founder Ritesh Agarwal undertook a buyback of shares worth $1.5 billion from private equity firms Sequoia and Lightspeed. Now let's talk about the private equity and venture capital market in India. Let's start with an interesting stat. Do you know how many unicorns are there in India? A unicorn is a startup with a market valuation of more than $1 billion. There are a total of 32 of them, with the top 5 being Paytm, Byju's, Oyo, Ola and Swiggy. We previously discussed about the various stages of the private equity market. Here, we have shown some of the prominent names in India in each of those stages. Famous incubators in India include Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship IIT Bombay, Center for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship IIM Ahmedabad, and SIDBI Innovation and Incubation Center IIT Kanpur. Prominent accelerators in India are Microsoft Accelerator, Catalyzer, and Target Accelerator. Famous angel investors in India include Orios Ventures, Omidyar Network, and Y Combinator. First set of successful entrepreneurs in India are also becoming angel investors like Binny Bansal of Flipkart, Kunal Shah of Freecharge, and Mukesh Bansal of Myntra. Famous venture capital firms in India include Sequoia Capital, Excel Partners, and DST Global. Prominent private equity firms in India are Motilal Oswal Private Equity, Baring Private Equity Partners, SoftBank, and Naspers. Let's see how does the future of private equity market in India looks like. One of the major trends which many of us may have noticed is in the recent times is the focus on technology. COVID has especially accelerated this trend. We have seen how in Reliance Jio, global giants like General Atlantic, Vista Partners, Mubadala, and Facebook have invested huge sums of money. We expect in the coming years there will be an increased investment in the tech startups. The second major trend we are seeing is the government focus on enhancing the startup ecosystem in the country. We have seen schemes like the PLI scheme and the Startup India, Stand Up India initiative, which are expected to fulfill this objective. Also, the recent conversations on the Atmanirbhar Bharat indicate this trend. We expect that there will be more initiatives in this direction. If you are interested in the startup space in India, then you can follow the sources like TechCrunch, VC Circle, Your Story, and Inc42. We hope that you will like this video. Please let us know which insight from the video did you find the most interesting. Also mention in the comments which is your favorite startup and why. We will be back with more such videos. Goodbye.